Celebrate Welcome to Mindflow Radio, our monthly broadcast of mindful vibes and music.
You're here.
Yay!
Here we are.
Here we are. I'm Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
And you are?
I am Lamont McFerrin. So what do you do with yourself, Jalen?
I play music.
Oh, okay.
I do find that when I play music, I have a better day.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice mindfulness practice.
Yeah, it is.
Essentially.
It really is. I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, I play music too. Well, I do Tai Chi. I did Tai Chi this morning.
I know, you're so good at that.
Every morning. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I think it's been every morning for maybe 4 years now.
Wow.
Great.
That's pretty awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's quite a practice.
The gnats were a challenge earlier this year, of course, since I go outside.
Yeah.
Or I try to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I do want to just give a little introduction to the song that we just did. It's WDRT, and it's a really great chant. It was written by Patanjali a long, long time ago, and then Yogi Bhajan included it in the Kundalini Yoga tradition that he brought to the West, and that was really one of two chants that he kept from the Sanskrit words, and I think that's pretty powerful. He told people to chant that one every day for 7 to 11 minutes to help us get through the Aquarian age transition.
Okay. Huh.
And it's really about starting, you know. In yoga, there's the three main beings, the divine beings of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And Brahma is the one who helps us germinate the seed. Mm-hmm. And Vishnu is the one that helps us remember to water the plant. and she was the one that says, nope, not this one, and kills it.
Okay.
So, you know, if you have a bad habit that you want to break, you chant to Shiva. If you are ready for the seed to germinate, you chant to Brahma. And so the WDRT is a Brahma chant, and I think that's really potent for this new moon energy of this weekend, and also just the newness of everything that's happening in our world and all the changes that we're having. Inner changes, really, like who is not feeling that shift within? I guess we can just remain on the old cycle if we'd like, but yeah, it feels to me that a lot of people are choosing to get on a new bicycle and go down a different path.
So instead of this looping cycle, we get on this upward spiral. Mm-hmm. It's still cyclical, but in a different type of way.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you're breaking new ground.
Yeah,
because it's spiraling upwards.
Yeah, and I heard it said like, now is the time where we come out of the movie theater and we're like, oh, that movie really sucked. And then we decide to go back in because we just don't know any
It's
other
all
way.
We know, yeah, right.
So,
we're creatures
do you
want to
go back into the movie theater and watch the movie you already know sucks, or do you want to try a different movie theater? Try a different movie. Mm-hmm. You can even write it yourself. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
And it will always have adventure and challenge and suspense. And
I think one of the keys is just understanding that psychologically speaking, we're all creatures of habit. Mm-hmm. But it's just a matter of developing the habits that assist you in evolving
Mm-hmm.
or assist you in making progress
Mm-hmm.
and letting go of the habits that hold you back,
Mm-hmm.
and
We have so much help with that, like there's chanting, there's yoga, there's
well,
Tai
right.
Chi, there's regular practices that can like help you stay
going
centered
for a
and
walk.
practice.
There's, all that.
I meant present, not practice. It's good to stay present and practiced.
Mm-hmm. Training is important.
Training is so important.
That's the thing of it.
And if anyone thinks they can go in a different movie theater without some training, they're in for a shocker.
Well, there are ways of doing that, but
Not really. You think you don't need practice to shift?
well, I think if you don't train, the shift probably won't last. I think that's...
Totally. You get like a little taste of bliss and you're like, where'd it go?
Yeah, right.
Oh, well.
Oh, I got to take that pill again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of relying on yourself to shift into a higher vibrational type of habit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. So I guess what just popped into my head is...
These are dangerous moments.
I know. I want to finish the intro to that song. So we just composed that. So
well, it's an old chant that we redid.
Right.
But we added English lyrics to
yeah.
it. Or you did, I should say.
Yeah, and it just popped in my head like 2 weeks ago, and it took a really long time to figure out how to put chords to it.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That was a tough one. It was like
too.
Everybody was helping me in the house at the time, and everybody was like giving me their advice on how to find these chords for this really beautiful melody that I'd created. And I know it's kind of a backwards way to compose, but I'm kind of a backwards person in some ways. So we did it though, and so that was a really freshy for you. And if you heard me making mistakes, it's because it's really new.
No, I think you did a great job.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the thought that came to my mind is how you were talking about how love is the answer.
Yeah.
And you came up with the 6 kinds of love.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to share that with our listeners?
Sure. I'll try and remember them. There's 6 types of love. There's self-love. There's love of your partner. There's love of your family. There's love of your tribe. There's love of all humanity. And there's love of the universe, which is everything. So those are the 6 types.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I'll just go over those again. So because if I had a chalkboard, it'd be first love, self-love, love of your partner, love of your family, love of your tribe, love of all humanity, which is important nowadays. That's probably a hard one for a lot of people. Love of the universe, which is love of everything.
Everything under the sun.
Yeah, and the sun
and
too.
And outside the sun.
And the sun too.
And the sun. Yeah. We would be nothing without the sun, that's for sure. Oh, that brings to mind an epiphany I had the other day. Oh, wait. No, we're not finished.
Oh, no, yeah. I was just going to say, if you look at the 6 types of love, it helps us to understand what our strengths are and what our weaknesses are, as far as where it's easy for us to love certain things, but not easy to love others. So it's just kind of nice that way. It illuminates where we need to work as far as like developing a super loving perspective.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my epiphany was the color green, and that the color green is the Earth's way of saying thank you to the sun. So that's like the universe love, like it's not just humans loving the plants and the sun. It's also the plants loving the sun and all
so
the beings walking on it. And
so universal love is the big one.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah, when we can recognize that, I'm not really sure, like, does the rabbit feel love for the fox when it's being taken down? I don't know,
It might.
It might.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are times where I don't know if love can lead, but I think for most humans, it can be leading. Like,
I mean, you can, like some of these, like a UFC fighter can love his opponent and just beat him up.
like in that
I mean?
universal love, like,
I
or
don't
the
know.
tribe love, or the humanity
That would
love?
be like a humanity love, I would imagine.
Okay.
I think those are probably the best fighters, the ones that are like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, what comes to mind for me is, I think we were doing some research on Tai Chi, or I can't really remember, but it was about the idea of the person who attacks is less likely to be the one in power than the person who defends.
Well,
or something
I'll tell
like
you
that.
this much from a martial arts perspective. The counterattack seems more effective.
That's what I'm
usually.
trying to say.
And I'm noticing that we have 3 cats. And it's usually the cat that counterattacks wins the little
Scuffle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That seems to be the trend, and that's what Bruce Lee said too.
Yeah.
But to be able to counterattack, you need to be well trained too. I just want to say that.
Back to the practice.
Yeah, right.
So what is like, I think your minimum is a lot less than my minimum. What do you think is a minimum of practice for a person to initiate positive transition and shifting in their life?
Oh, geez. I think it should be worked on just periodically throughout the day.
Yeah.
Really, like the whole mindfulness on the fly idea.
Yeah.
Just have a bunch of, have some mindfulness practices in your pocket that you can pull out at any time and that you practice. Like when you're walking into the co-op, maybe having a little mindfulness walking practice, And again, I've mentioned this before, but the big mistake people make with mindfulness is they try and like save it till there's a crisis. But that's not the deal. The deal is you deal with the difficult while it's still easy. In other words, you practice mindfulness as much as possible, and then you're more balanced when there is a crisis. So it's a form of preventative medicine in many, many ways.
Yeah.
I mean, even walking on the ice, you're less likely to fall if you're mindful. When driving your car, you're less likely to hit the deer if you're mindfully like aware.
That's so true.
So,
and it's not just being mindful in that practice of your morning practice, it's being mindful as you step
right
on the ice or in case there is ice.
Or just when you're just going for a walk.
Yeah.
And you're feeling the breeze and you're feeling the sun and you're hearing the birds. Or just, the mindfulness practice of watching your own thoughts. Now that should be something that we just work on throughout the day, right? That's that habit you want to get into. And then you notice when you start getting caught up in old ruminations and old, unproductive patterns of thinking, and you can actively work against those if you want. But mindfully watching your own thinking is like a practice that if you're really going to progress, if you're going to develop an overall mindful like lifestyle, that's where it starts. And
it's so real.
And you take it with you wherever you go, and and it's just a habit of introspection and understanding.
Yeah, and that's where Vishnu comes in, is helping you maintain that habit. And I think that's really funny. Well, funny, I don't know if that's the right word, but the, most popular, most used mantra, Vishnu mantra, is Hare Krishna, which we're going to be sharing with you in the show too. And that's like a call to the divine to say, yes, I like the trajectory I'm on. Thank you for all the goodness happening, and that's why it's such a heart opener, is because it's like continually saying the divine names and with gratitude, And so, yeah, tying that in.
Yeah, well, that gratitude is a great mindfulness practice.
Yeah.
And according to a lot of people, including Oprah, gratitude supercharges your manifesting abilities, which is really interesting.
It's a great way of shifting. I know doesn't make a lot of sense because it's hard to find gratitude when you're feeling depressed or anxious or angry.
That's the trick.
But it's possible. So it's one of those when you're watching your mind or you're watching your thoughts and you see like, oh, I'm really angry and wow, I'm really blaming that person or event for blah, blah, blah. I'm sure grateful that I can see. I'm sure grateful I can hear, and then all of a sudden, I'm sure grateful I can think for myself. Oh, wow, I'm starting to feel grateful. Oh, I'm less angry, so.
Well, gratitude can be seen as another habit that we just want to cultivate, and that's why I suggest when we're feeling good and we're walking down the street and we're feeling the breeze, finding gratitude. I like the practice of just when there are peaceful moments, like I'm walking through a parking lot and it's peaceful and people are chill and I'm just like, thank you, universe, for this peaceful moment. Just cultivating the habit of gratitude. And then if a crisis happens, perhaps it's easier at that point to work in gratitude eventually, to bring your mind back to a more relaxed and clear state. Because that's the thing, when we're upset, when we're angry, our mind is stormy and wavy, and we're in this reacting mode, and we say things we don't mean, and do things that we wouldn't normally do, and etc. And we all get angry, sure, but we want that emotion to be in a moderate. I mean, we want to get angry because it's going to happen, so it's okay. But we don't want to stay there for a really long time, which a lot of people do. Some people can stay mad at somebody for their entire life, which is understandable and, everything. But it holds you. Yeah, it anchors you into the past. Actually, if we're unable to forgive,
that brings to mind for me. I had the wonderful opportunity of learning with Mike Cohen in Boulder. We had a great time, and he was teaching about how to be a good leader.
Yeah, and he's a famous kirtan artist. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and
for the audience.
Yeah, he was. So the intensive was about playing kirtan, leading a band, and basically being an integral being. And that it was just so good. Oh my gosh. And he was talking about the difference of, well, this is my words. So if you're out there, Mike, thank you. If I botch it, sorry. But he was talking about how we can integrate our past rather than have it be an anchor, have it be something that we kind of rest on for support, because it's all these things that we've experienced through our life, and we've learned from them, we've been challenged, we've grown, and when we can integrate it, it's no longer a drain. It's not draining our energy, it's actually supporting us. So
integrate. So we're just like accepting.
Well, there's accepting
and living and learning.
Yeah.
That's going to be a part of it.
It's like, you can have really hard times in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And they can take you down and make you wallow,
Yeah.
But when you look for the silver lining, when you look for what you learned, when you look for how you grew, what you got stronger at, then you have this opportunity to integrate it. And so the way he talks about it is, we do standing meditation, and standing meditation is so important in yoga and Tai Chi and in leading yourself. How do you stand, Yeah. And so you reach your feet down into the ground and you just feel yourself rooting down through the feet. The knees are always slightly bent, not bent a lot, but just not locked. Soft is how Monty says it. And then the hips are relaxed. And so you're imagining that the tailbone extends and you have like a kangaroo tail. And this kangaroo tail is like all of your past achievements and challenges. And they're integrated within you. and they are what you can rest on, like a third leg. And so it's not like you're leaning far back on them, but you're just resting on it. It's not like you're trying to get away from it and leaning forward.
So the tail goes all the way down to the ground.
Yeah. So he calls it a dinosaur tail.
Okay.
And I just love that image because it really just takes the pressure off. It's like, another analogy or image that people use is they talk about like taking the backpack of past bricks off your back because it's really heavy. But it's kind of like taking it and digesting it and integrating it into this third leg, this tail that you can rest back on.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So if you just take the bricks off, you're kind of just repressing everything, maybe
or,
from a psychological
I don't really
perspective.
know.
But you want to integrate it.
Yeah. And that's something I'd not really thought of before. I try to, in my own life, share and do the idea of not holding on to these bricks, not letting the past define me, and especially when it comes to moving into the present, you don't want to be holding this bag of bricks. It's heavy. But I never really thought about the idea that you need to integrate it. So, yeah, that image, I don't know if you're standing right now, but if you are, just feel that for a minute. It's just such a delicious practice of, instead of feeling remorse or regret, seeing it as this strength that you can now draw on and learn from. So I guess that's my meditation for this month.
What, feeling your tail?
Yeah, just integrating your past instead of regretting it.
I do want to say, it seems like finding forgiveness probably play a big role in that. Oh,
yeah, for sure.
As far as the 6 types of love, number 1, self-love, forgiving yourself too. Forgiving others, forgiving yourself, truly loving yourself. I would imagine that would help to integrate.
Absolutely.
It's not, and I'm not saying it's easy either, or just simple, but it's doable.
And it's really meaningful, and it's really important to live an optimal life.
Why is that?
Because otherwise you're carrying a bag of bricks around.
Oh, I see. You're saying reach your potential.
Yeah, if you want to reach your potential, you must integrate the past.
Okay, so how's it going for you reaching your potential?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
According to Buddha, we all have the potential of becoming like awakened. So
yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot of wow for being alive in this time and in this opportunity to awaken, to integrate,
to move in that direction.
Yeah,
me too.
And
it's really amazing.
It feels so powerful in the amount of people who are becoming conscious of their thoughts, their feelings,
their energy,
the way they treat others, the way they treat themselves.
Yeah, right.
It's just incredible how many people are waking up to, oh, wow, I can have my own control of my emotions and my thoughts, and I can do these practices to feel better. And it's amazing. So, yay, I'm happy to be here now.
Well, I just want to say, as far as controlling emotions, I think what another way of saying that is just we're able to keep all, find balance and have emotional regulation skills.
Yes.
That's what they call it in psychology. It's not like we're completely controlling our emotions. I'm never going to get angry,
No.
or anything.
But you're not
like
going to
that.
act out of anger, maybe.
Well, you're going to be able to come back to equanimity quicker.
Yeah.
And you're in a more effective place
Yeah.
when you're in equanimity, because you have more clarity and awareness. And that doesn't mean not to move or change things. It means you're a more effective agent of change.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're in like this anger, freak out place,
Mm-hmm.
change can happen, but a lot of times it's really bad.
It makes things more difficult.
Yeah, right.
Or more challenging. It's like you want a bigger lesson or something.
Yeah, right. You're messing up your karma.
But, when we get angry, if we can come back, settle down, and make strategic choices that can change what it was that you were angry about, that's when you're really effective.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I'm just going to go back to the UFC guys, because the best fighters are not angry out there. They are not.
Right.
The angry ones, they tend to be more stiff. They tend to have like pre-planned ideas that they try and use. Their minds are more rigid. Mm-hmm. While the super well-trained ones, their minds are just open and they're just
ready for
fluid.
whatever.
Yeah, and they're just moving and grooving.
Yeah, totally.
Not out of anger, but out of just effect. They know that's the way to be most effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Totally. Woohoo!
Yeah, let's find that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're listening to Mindflow Radio. We're on the first Sunday of every month here at WDRT on Radio Free Space. And we've really enjoyed our experiences here. And I wanted to share a couple of calendar events. They're not super local, but conscious music is this new wave that's happening. And I don't know who of our listeners have heard some conscious music, but there's some great artists out there. And so there's Shangri-La's happening right now. It's ending as we speak, but there's a lot of conscious music there. People get together and camp out. There's a yoga fest, Midwest Yoga and Kirtan Fest. Is going to be in Jefferson, September 20th through the 22nd. And there's going to be some really great music and many teachers there.
It's Jefferson County.
Yeah, so it's across the state, but really great stuff. And sorry. And there's also something called Vibe High Fest in Broadhead, Wisconsin, and that is next weekend, so the 6th through the 8th, and that's going to have some really great artists there too. So this is a good month for our area to have semi-close conscious music festivals happening 3 times this month. So go check it out if you can. And even if you just go and look at the websites and see the artists that are playing and check them out on Spotify or SoundCloud or YouTube to see their awesome videos. But yeah, don't ever feel like you're alone and you need some positive music. It's out there. There's some great stuff to give you the boost you need to shift your mind into a positive direction. And that's my announcements for the month. And we're going to play some more music for you. So settle in and enjoy. So this next one is tried and true through the ages. It's a very beautiful Hare Krishna. So feel it in your heart. Sing along if you would like, and enjoy. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo! All right. So I just want to thank you all again for hanging out with us for this hour. And I would say share it with your friends. Tell your friends. This is a really rare experience here. They don't have it on many radio stations. I'm pretty sure this is the only radio station where there's live kirtan and mindfulness conversations. So, it's a topic of conversation if you think about it. Something rare in Viroqua. Viroqua is pretty rare anyway. We're a group of pretty special
And the station's pretty
people.
rare.
Yeah, WDRT is pretty awesome.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, so please tell your friends, tell your family. That's the best way to share the word. So this last one that we're going to play with you is a call, and it's a really timely, and no pun intended. This is about how we are timeless. And even though we are humans, we are actually spiritual beings having a human experience. So we really actually don't have anything to fear except fear itself. And this is a chant for that. So please feel it. Let it bring you courage. Let it bring you peace. You are here on purpose. You are here with meaning. We are here to learn more. We are here for healing. Pain is a message and wounds hold your pattern. We are on purpose here now together, healing our minds and hearts, feeling our bodies and souls. So far to go.
So